I'm back again. Hello, everyone. I'm back again. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Black Business Monday, brought to you by Jer Candles, the candle company that I own with my husband. We are the proud owners, and today I'm very excited. Today, well, actually, we are in what is called Small Business Week. And every Monday, I try to highlight a black small business as everyone is talking about, oh, there's boycotts here, boycotts there. I want you to be able to have options. Options supporting us, by us, sold by us, and you can pick up something here or there. And today we're going to feature Some of Us cards, and I want to bring her in, and I'm waiting for her to press it in. Some of Us cards, and let me see. Audrey, come on in, Audrey. I'm here waiting for you. Okay. I am here on IG Live. Okay. Press request to join. Okay. So guys, this is a big deal. Black Business Monday. We've had a lot of success with Black Business Monday. So many people have told us they're doing so well with it. People are learning about different companies. Some of Us Cards is the latest group that's coming on today. And, again, sponsored by my company, Jer Candles. My cousin, my husband, my husband and I have a black-owned business. And hello, Texas. We have a black-owned business, a soy candle company, jercandles.com. And, this is what we do for a living. And I'm waiting for you, Some of Us cards. And I'm waiting for her to join. She said she was ready. I'm waiting for her to join on IG. All right, so let's see if that's her. All right, let's see. Here we go. In any minute, she should be joining in any minute. And she's following, and I'm following her. And there she is. Hello, how are you?
Hello, it's so good to see you, April.
Well, I'm so thankful that you are joining, and it's so great to see you. And another Black business for Black Business Monday. We have Some of Us cards, and your phone. Did your phone fall?
It did. Let's see if we can get ourselves set up properly here. There we
So,
go.
so
Okay.
Audrey, thank you so much for
Thank
joining us.
you.
And guys, Black Business Monday, if there's no rhyme or reason, sometimes we just say, okay, let's go. Let's find some people who have black owned businesses. And Audrey is a black owned business 3 years. Uh-oh, are they telling you to leave the office?
No, I'm good. I'm
All
all
right.
good. I'm all good.
Audrey has a company that speaks to Black Joy. 3 years, 3 years old, and she does Black Joy pictures and pictures also that focuses on Black Martha's Vineyard. Ooh, that's my favorite place. So, Audrey, okay, we've lost her. Let me see. Let's see, her phone is stalled. Okay, well, I'm here. She'll be there. She goes. Okay. All right, there she goes. So, talk to me about this.
Yeah, sure.
You- Tell me about this because I love cards. Cards are very personal, they're
Yes.
personal sentiments. Talk to me about Some of Us cards.
Okay. So, I wear a lot of hats in my life. I'm a full-time professor, so that's my bread and
Wow.
butter.
Okay.
And I'm an author. And
Hmm.
yesterday was International Black Authors Day. So I don't know where your book is, but I have my book right
Mine
here.
all
Where's your?
around the house, but
Is your
promote your
book
book.
okay?
Yes.
Is your book nearby, April? So congratulations to you as well. And so I wear a lot of hats, and I'm a chaplain
Wow.
and a mom, which is my most important job. And so for many of us who wear a lot of hats, we find ourselves often very exhausted and in spaces where we don't have time to sit and reflect and practice self-care,
Mm,
especially as Black women.
yeah.
And so we put ourselves sometimes at the very back. And so I was, wondering how can I nurture my interest in self-care, but also do something that I felt would speak to other Black women and needing to see ourselves reflected in the spaces that we occupy. So I was with my girls, and it was probably around that time I thought, okay, we're going to stop investing in stuff and start investing more in experiences, right?
Mhm.
So we started, I've always gone to the vineyard, but around this time, we were just there all year. We were there all the time. And so I thought, there's something here about my happy place, because the vineyard is my happy place, one of my happy places.
It's one of
There's,
mine too. Yeah.
and I know it is for you, and for so many of us. And there's an experience we have there that is notably different than other spaces we occupy. And I,
Especially during August.
especially during August,
Especially during
yes,
August.
absolutely. And I wanted to bottle that feeling that I had when I was there. And it was a winter morning. And ever since I was a little girl, I loved stationery. I loved stickers. I loved
Yes.
paper. I loved writing letters. Like you, I'm just, there's something about the feel of paper, right? You're
Yes.
a journalist. So there's something about putting pen to paper, penning
The
a note.
notebook, not
Yes,
necessarily, yeah, the
absolutely.
messages or the notes. It's something
Yes,
about seeing your own
something about
script
it.
in the paper, yes, with the lines, yes.
Yes, right. And so for me, it was always stationery.
Mhm.
That's what I loved. And so I wanted to find a way to merge my feeling in this happy place, Martha's Vineyard, with my love of note writing. And I wanted to create images that resonated for Black women. And I went into shops all over the vineyard. I mean, I probably visited, I don't know, 50, 40 shops
Wow.
all over the vineyard. I went in every shop and I didn't see what I was looking for. I didn't see me. Now, okay, so in
That's
my mind, this is what
important.
I'm thinking. As a little girl going to the vineyard with my parents, or as a young person spending a lot of time on the vineyard, where my parents would give me a little budget, and you pick up postcards, and I was thinking like at that price point, not the expensive jewelry or the nice outfits we wear, but how can you bottle a memory at every price point?
Wow.
And for me,
Wow.
that's where my Martha's Vineyard greeting cards came from.
Uh,
And so that's one part of my business. The other part is just images that spark joy for Black women, bookish Black women. So they're cards about Black books, they're cards about taking up space, and I'm so excited to share
yeah,
some of
taking
those
up
designs with you
space.
today. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's interesting. So while Audrey's talking, Audrey, she talks about Black joy images of Black women, pictures of Martha's Vineyard, my favorite place, as you know. And also, this is the piece. In 3 years, she sold over 15,000 cards. In 3 years, she wanted to see me, and now she's got me's all over the place. Sold 15,000 cards, and this is just a brand new project for her in 3 years. And this is the year where you start really starting to see the vision. They say,
Yes.
you've put into it, and you started to get people, repeat customers, and
Yep.
word of mouth, the spreading information about your project. And now to brag on you, and this year you're a nominee for greeting card of the year with the International Greeting Card Association.
I'm so
That's
excited
big.
about that. I'm
That's a
so
big deal.
And I have to tell you, I did not see that coming. At the 11th hour, someone said to me, you should submit, and I'm going to show you that card. You should submit, one of your cards for, see, for fun. And so I literally sent it maybe 2 days before the deadline. And I said, well, they probably won't even get it on time. The card I decided to submit was called Harlem Renaissance in Paris.
Oh my
And
God.
what I love about this card, it's a little Black girl, and she's sitting in front of the Eiffel Tower.
With her
But what's
books.
really cool about when I created this book is that I wanted it to feel like
You mean this
kind of like
card? This card.
what did
Yeah.
I
You said book.
say?
You said book when you created this book. It's this
This is the
card. Yeah.
book.
Okay.
This is the card.
That's
Thank you.
beautiful.
When I created this card, I wanted to actually do a homage to the writers of the Harlem Renaissance. So the card is done on linen paper, so it's aged looking. And then when you look at it really close, the books have the names of writers of the Harlem
Oh
Renaissance. And on the
wow.
back of most of my cards, which is why the card itself is a story, and then you get to write your story
I
inside. That's the book part
love
of it.
that. I love that.
But on the back, it actually tells a little bit about, which is really, April, you know this more than anybody, relevant today. Black writers who just felt there's no space for me in America anymore.
Yeah.
And they sought refuge abroad. And many of them found themselves, as you know, in Paris, right? And they expatriated, your Langston Hugheses and your
Yes.
James Baldwin.
Yes, most definitely.
Baldwin, of course, after the Harlem Renaissance. But on the back of all of my cards, for people who don't know, I actually kind of tell the story of the Harlem Renaissance,
Wow.
and why it's relevant that we have our little black girl here. So this was the card that wound up being nominated for Greeting Card of the Year. And I'll find out in July how we did, but I'm
Well,
really excited about this.
you're a winner in my
Oh,
book. Montez
oh,
Montez Diamond Atlantis is amazing card concept. I love it.
yeah, yeah, so this card really is my heart. I love this one. I love all of them, but that one does have a special place in my heart because
Mhm.
it was important to me to take the time to actually, on each of these books, pen the name of a black writer. So
That's
this took
impressive.
forever, and that was really important to me.
And that's impressive. And so we're so used to now sending, like when it's a day, it's Cinco de Mayo day, people are sending around the little emojis of Cinco de Mayo or something,
Yes,
or gifts. It's nice to have something you put thought to, you write in it, and then in a beautiful picture. Because some people actually frame
yes,
the art of the card. So,
absolutely.
and then to put it in the mail, write it out, and then the art of delivering letters or mailing letters and cards is dying. And then if I
Unfortunately, yeah.
unfortunately, and if you put
Hmm.
a stamp on it and get that, oh my gosh.
What a
So
difference.
yeah. So now you've got people. What is the website? So Audrey, put the website in and I'm gonna pin it. Yes, because people are ready for this. We go to the store sometimes to still buy cards for birthdays, and I always look for the black cards. It used to be mahogany. Um,
Yes,
you look for people. You look for yourself, and
yes,
that's big. And then for you to put in history, my community here on IG and everywhere else is pretty much woke. And they
yes,
like to see themselves, especially in this moment
yes,
where it's anti this, anti
yes,
that. And so
yes.
talk to me about the taking up space part of this of your card writing. You're basically doing activism with these
Yeah,
cards.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, I think one thing I want to say, and I just put the link in there, and on Instagram, it's just some of us cards. So
Mhm.
check us out on Instagram too. And I do want to mention, because you just said it, April, I got a card in the mail today. I just went and checked my mail, got a card in the mail. And that this friend thought of me, a friend I haven't seen in years,
Mhm.
and said, you're a great mom. Just wanted to let you know, I hope you have a great Mother's Day. That card is going to go right on my night table, because somebody 4 days ago or 3 days ago
Thought of
thought of
you.
me, right, and wanted to.
Yes.
So, yeah. So when we go into anywhere from a Hallmark store to Target to CVS and we buy a card, even if we buy a card that's a black line, those are major white owned, right? Large stationery corporations. Okay. So at the same price point and often at a lower price point, you can actually go online and get your cards from black distributors. And when I say a black distributor, when I first started out, I wanted to use paper that was, kind and friendly to the earth. I worked with Black Classic Press, right? Ta-Nehisi
Yes,
Coates, and you
Paul
know them.
Coates. Paul
Paul.
Coates, Ta-Nehisi Coates' dad.
Yes,
Yes.
I started out with them, and they did my first run of designs. I let them know I was interested in doing things like, this is writing is resistance, and this is actually on the back. It talks about Alice Walker and Kimberly Crenshaw. Like, I really
Yes.
had a vision for Black women being able to tell stories within a piece of paper that's a story about us. And, now that the cards are available all,
I-
different
I'm
parts of the
looking
country.
California,
Yes,
Connecticut, Florida, Georgia,
yes,
Iowa,
yes,
Martha's Vineyard. You got a bunch of stores in Martha's Vineyard.
yes.
Um, you got
So
Sideline. Yeah, that's my favorite store in the Vineyard. Maryland,
shout out to
Massachusetts.
India.
Yes, India Rose. I love her. Massachusetts, New York, North Carolina. Oh my gosh, Texas. This ain't Texas.
Yeah.
And then Virginia and Washington State. You got a lot of stores,
So,
sister.
and this is why this is important, that because I'm a vendor, right? So like you,
Say
I
La
do
Vie
not
in
have,
Oakland.
yes. Yeah. So I don't have a brick and mortar, and that's not what
Right.
I want, right? Because I have, like you, I have my full time, and then this is my love child, right?
Now you have about four full-time jobs, and then this is your love
There you go.
child.
There you go. You know, right?
Yeah.
So, and so what you can do is if you go onto my website and the website of other people who have small Black businesses, they will often give you links and information so you can find out how you can find our products in your neighborhood. So let's say you don't want to wait on me to ship. And by
Hmm.
the way, I'll mention that for the month of May, and especially for you today, April, I actually am offering a promotion that if you use the code BUYBLACK25, you will get 25% off the purchase of 5 or more cards.
Oh
So,
wow.
and I'll put that in there as well. So this is really, really important because people need to know that if you know how to link into a few Black businesses, whether it's toilet paper, whether it's paper towel, whether it's greeting cards, whether it's jewelry, whether it's fancy pocketbooks, they can link you to where you can find your products in their city. And if my cards are not in your city, I am a single proprietor business. I do door to door. Literally, every customer I have on the vineyard, I went into their shop and showed them my cards, and they said, we love them, we want to carry them. None of it was done through a third party. So
Hmm.
if you have a local community bookstore, community book space, you say, hey, I love this vendor's cards. I want to know how I can have a card that says, and I'll show you, that I take up space and that I deserve to take up space. Or Black Women's Everytown. This is my card where every single business in this card is owned by a Black woman,
Oh.
and it's a Black woman's version of Black Wall Street. And so you tell them that you want to see these products in their store, and they will carry them. They buy them wholesale. It's a good deal for the store, and the customers love them. My sell-through rate is really, really great. My reorder rate is high, so it's good for the local businesses too. And I want to note along the same lines, I only work with independently owned and small businesses, women owned, Black owned, small owned businesses. I do not work through Amazon. I am a door to door, face to face business owner. That's my thing. And more power to you, to the folks who, you know, want to be in a corporate setting. Not for me. I want to sit and have coffee with you. I want to get to know you. I want to talk about these cards. So, yeah.
So let me tell you, this is a blessing because it's so interesting. You know, you're focused in, you're a Black business owner, 3 years in, getting nominated for an award. You are actually doing the dang thing. Brick and mortar is not the space to be right now, as we're
Right.
seeing a slowdown
Yes.
in
Everywhere.
right, in purchasing
Mhm.
things, and it's really tough, but you're doing the right thing. So now, someone said, love you, April, thanks for always standing on the truth. Amen, thank you.
Mhm.
So listen, so
Yeah.
if we want to buy this, because I'm on your website, I love it, the first page, the homepage, some of us note cards. Okay,
Mhm.
so it says, when you scroll down just a little bit, and it shows you a finalist, 2025 finalist, celebrating Black Culture International Greeting Card Association. That's a huge deal. Um, 36 Louis Awards, I believe I see that. And
Mhm.
then you say, this is a safe space to invent, breathe, reflect, sass, forgive, embrace, think. Some of us even write. I love that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
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 So can
Um,
we go ahead? I'm sorry.
no, no, and I was going to say, there's probably there are two cards that I think sell especially well, and both of them are both an opportunity to share a message with someone,
Mhm.
or I have friends who frame some of these, but they're also a chance for you to pick up the pen and say, "Hey, here's how I'm feeling today. How are you?" And this
Yeah.
is one that this is one of the two cards that I think really launched the popularity of the cards. So in the first year, the cards did really well. And this one says
It's a
she took
typewriter.
up. It says she took up space on the page, which gave her the courage to take up space in the world.
Ooh, I need that.
And the world bleeds into, and I will be sending this to
Oh
you.
my God,
Um,
I need that.
and then
Um,
yeah,
uh-huh.
and then also on the back, and this is so important to me because I want all of the cards come packaged like this with a gold seal. And I do use
The gold
and
seal is very precious. So when you guys seal it so you can mail it, it's
yes,
sealed. It makes it look like, oh, they really thought of me. I love
yes,
that.
every single card. And April, I package every single one of these cards myself. And when I was at like our highest, our biggest, like when we were selling 6,000 cards, every single one I packaged myself.
That's
Yeah.
what you do as a small business owner.
Yes.
Again, this is Small Business Week, and we talking black
Yes.
businesses, black owned business. And
Yes.
that's what you do.
Yes.
Because when we first start out, we don't have the money to hire
Nope.
people. We get the cousins. We even get the dog to lick something. you
It's
know,
true. It's
yeah,
true.
you
Yeah.
have to get help. Kids, come here. I need you to put the wicks in, center the wicks for
Absolutely.
us while we're making the fragrance or
Oh, yes.
pouring the wax. We are doing it. No, April Ryan is. You got. Oh, look at you! You got our Lily. Do you
I
like it?
I I did a whole smelling sampling with India, who was
Oh,
amazing. And she opened up for me to just come test them out. I love this
what?
Sunday brunch. I loved a bunch of them. But when I smelled this one
Lily. Yeah.
blew me away. And I'm glad you're, yes, pronouncing it correctly for me,
Yes,
Lily.
Lily.
Um,
That's hibiscus,
oh,
and it's
oh,
delicious.
oh my
Yeah.
goodness. And can I just say something about your candles?
All right, give us a commercial, Audrey. Come on.
Okay, this is your commercial. First of all, the smell is subtle, so you don't feel overwhelmed by it. But my favorite thing about this candle is I don't know where or how. Maybe it's because you give instructions on your website. It burns evenly.
Yes, that's the thing. It's no tunneling because people like they're scraping the sides and stuff. Oh no! And does it fill up your home?
The entire house, but not overwhelming.
Right.
And I'll tell you, my favorite thing about soy is that I do this.
Oh boy, you one of those. Okay. The lotion effect. Yeah, but soy is edible. But yeah, I get it. I
Yeah,
love
yes,
Lily is amazing. I love that.
amazing.
We curate, we make with love, and thank you from one black business to another. Thank you so much. My husband will
Absolutely.
love that. But I'm sitting up here loving the gingerbread houses
Oh, yeah.
on
So,
these beautiful ginger. The colors are vibrant.
yes.
The pink gingerbread house to the peach, but I also like sunrise on the inkwell. I do polar bear. So,
Oh, I didn't know you did
oh,
that.
I,
Did
I do
you?
polar bear. Oh,
You've done
yes.
it more
So
than once?
I do it as many times
What?
as I can every while I'm there. Yes, I bring people to polar bear.
I'm gonna be joining. I'm gonna put that on my bucket list. I'm joining you for that.
Polar bear is one. It's a spiritual. I'm going to see
It
a
is.
card next year. If you do it this year, I'm going to see a card for sure next year. It is one of the most spiritual
I know
experiences.
it is.
Community. It's a community of not just black people on the black
Yes.
beach that has the rockiest
Yes.
sand, the rocks
Yes.
and stuff, but it's people from around the
The
world, black,
world.
white, all people. I mean, we've had people from Rwanda, everybody just coming,
Yep.
gathering, doing water aerobics or
Yes.
water
Yes.
calisthenics, whatever you
Yes.
want, and you watch the sun. We breathe, we do fun things, and then they even have a meditation in it.
Mm.
I'm telling you,
It
it's
resets
spiritual
your
for me.
soul. Yes. Yes. It resets your
You won't
soul.
break my soul. That's right. But it's like, and
um.
yeah, that's it.
No.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah, and I think so. When I first decided to do these cards, I used my daughter. So the two ginger, you mentioned the gingerbread house cards.
Yes,
There's two of them. There's one that's pink gingerbread house. I mean, they're the
yes,
cottages, right? And the
yes,
flush.
yes.
And actually, the story of the cottages is on the back.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
when the cottages first emerged, that they're national historical landmarks. Um, and my daughter, she might not like me sharing this, if she's listening, but she is actually the model for many of these because these are all taken from pictures we took.
Oh wow.
So we,
I was looking at this black girl
that,
hanging out
that's
on the
my
house.
daughter. That's one of my
Uh,
daughters.
she's
Hmm.
cute.
This is
And then,
gingerbread peach. This is the other gingerbread, and they're
and they
both
are,
my
yeah.
daughter. Yes,
Oh wow.
and,
One
and
on the porch and one hanging off like the entrance of the porch.
yes,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then this one, which is called the Inkwell, is two of these girls are my daughters, and the other two are their friends. And
Wow.
so this was also drawn from an actual photo that I snapped. So I Yes, I have dragged my child out in March, and we've gone to the vineyard off season and gone to 100 locations, taken a ton of
That's what
pictures,
I'm trying to
and
do.
tried
I
to
want that.
figure out which one is capturing the spirit of what we're trying to say to people
Yeah.
when they walk into a gift shop on the
And,
vineyard.
and I mean, this isn't just for people, guys, who just love the vineyard. These
No.
pictures are
Oh,
beautiful. It's like this could be any beach, you know. I mean, you
yep.
could just, you know, but it
It's
speaks
another
to
one.
our history and our
Yeah.
culture. And I'm looking at
Yes.
the women walking down the path to the
Yep.
lighthouse in
The
Edgartown.
lighthouse in
I,
Edgartown.
I
Yeah.
fish behind that. My husband and I fish behind that lighthouse.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, let me tell you something. Yes, and then to see the little girls.
At the
Um,
gazebo.
yes, yes, at the gazebo in the center of town, as where the ferry comes and everything. It's lovely, and to see the lifeguard stand, and these are beautiful black
Yes.
joy, and that's what we
Yes.
need in this moment. That's what we
Yes.
need in this moment.
It's so what we need. And you know, and you've pretty much said this before, but I think it's true that we remember it's not just about boycotting. This is not just about where you don't
Mm-mm.
shop. It's where you reallocate the funds that you do have, right? So it's a way that you make a conscious and active decision to spend your dollars in places that value your humanity. That's the important part. And I do want to mention
Mm.
that we donate, right? So for every card that's sold, we do donate to specific charities. Particularly, we provide bookmarks and book
Wow.
donations to incarcerated women, because most incarcerated women, 4 out of 5, are incarcerated for nonviolent offenses. So we make sure
Wow.
they have bookmarks to put in their books, and we would send them cards if we could, but we can't.
So I love this other one, the library cards. I mean, not the library cards, the
Uh,
books. It's one side's Ida B. Wells. You have Toni Morrison on the other side, bell hooks. You have Lorraine Hansberry, Maya Angelou, Angela Davis, Nikki Giovanni.
mhm.
You got a lot of our ancestors
Yes.
who just totally knocked it out the box.
Yep.
I love this. The books with the cat glasses and the tea and the coffee. This is everything. And then you just have so many different bookworm. Oh, I love this. And then
Yeah.
you have the t-shirts. Oh,
Oh my
band books.
goodness.
I love that.
Oh my goodness. So this was, I think, I'm trying to think of that, if that was around the same time. Oh, the name of the book is escaping me. Boys Were Blue.
To Kill a
Anyway,
Mockingbird.
so
Yeah,
that's where this came from. So not oh, and let me tell you what I love about this one in particular. Not only does the front of this card have the name of banned books, but
the
the
back of
back
it.
of the card
Yes.
has a list of
Of
the
the
names of
yes.
banned
Of
books, and
Mice
many
and
of them
Men.
are
Yeah.
books that have been banned recently. And
Yeah.
as the U.S. Coast Guard Academy has recently had a number of books removed from their library, including I Know Why the Cage Birds Sing,
Mm,
that not even as recreational reading, right?
mm,
And so knowing banned books is more important than ever. So even if you're not a card writer, even if you're not a note writer,
mm,
you got your partial listing of some of the most popularly banned books on the
yeah.
back. That's what I love about this card.
Yeah.
And there are two, April, I'll just note that there are two Black writers cards. One is Black women
Uh-huh.
writers, and the other one is Black men and women writers. And that one, the books kind
That's
of tumble
beautiful. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
onto the back.
Oh my gosh. So that's right. Someone said beautiful cards. How do we order them
Okay.
if we're not in the air? How do we
Yes.
order them if we're not indeed in the area? Because I'm looking on here.
Yep.
Because I'm like excited. How do we order them if
So
we're not in the area of a
if
bookstore?
you're not in the area of a bookstore, you can go to my website,
Hmm.
someofuscards.com. And when you go to the note card shop, it will then allow you to click on a link.
To
Now,
Etsy.
yes. Now, the benefit of that is when you buy them through the Etsy shop, you get the 25% off purchase of 5.
Okay.
So that anything that's sold on the Etsy platform of mine, which is everything, will be applicable for that 25% off until the end of May.
Yeah.
So you'll see the link on
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the cards. I love the card that you had that just turned over. I love that the books, the aging of the books. It's beautiful. It's just I'm telling you guys, these cards are so nice. And I'm going back to my favorite one. She took up space on the page which gave her the courage to take up space in the world. That
And yeah, this I love. I do love this card, and this is my favorite. And this was the one that actually, you know, made our cards take off. So there was so the Colleen Hoover, the
mhm,
author, had something called the Bookworm Box, which she doesn't have
yeah.
anymore. It was a charitable, and she loves to support small women-owned businesses. And she bought a ton. I mean,
Wow.
several thousand, maybe 4,000. She bought a lot of cards for me, and that was really a big launching point for me. And at that point I was maybe 7 or 8 months into it. It was very, very young, very new. um, Now some of these cards are not everyone's cup of tea, right? Because some of them I'm unapologetic in my messages. So like this card right here, which is called library card, and
Yes.
it says underneath, women who make good trouble. So it's,
Bell Hooks, Gloria Steinem, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Angela Davis. You got a lot. Hillary Clinton. I love it.
yeah. And what distinguishes this one, all of my cards
Shirley
have,
Chisholm.
yes, all of my cards have gold seals. This is the only card that actually has a library card as the
Oh,
seal to the
that's
card.
cool.
So
That's
that
cool.
that one is a little bit different. Yeah.
These are
But this is
so
my vision.
thoughtful. Yeah. These are so thoughtful and thought out. And you know what? I also love the one grateful for your kindness. That is cute.
Oh, yeah. My next plan is to start doing seasonal cards, which I haven't done yet. Um, because I've probably created only about 5 a year for the 3 years,
Mhm.
a little over 5 a year. And they do take a lot of time to create,
Yes.
but I did do a thank you card. And this one says, thank you doesn't say enough. And it's my little black girl who's sitting there with her
Her
flowers. And like
sunflower.
all of my
Yeah.
cards, they are
A
all blank
blank.
inside. I do not provide your words for
Amen.
you. I've decided that's not going to be my work. You'll have to come up with your own words. I come up with the designs to help support your words.
Wow. This Whew, another black owned business, 3 years old, already getting nominations for major awards in many, many stores. I mean, I'm impressed. And you are working full time and you're in all of these stores. I mean, golly, what do you have? I mean, wow. This in Martha's Vineyard alone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's in Martha's Vineyard. Let's say Connecticut, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 stores in Connecticut, 2 stores in California, 2 stores in New York, 3 stores in North Carolina. I can't.
And these are all small businesses supporting small businesses. Don't sleep on Main Street. I'm telling you,
That's right.
these small bookstores, these
Yes,
independent owned gift shops,
yes,
they're looking to connect with makers, right? And so I was surprised at how receptive Main Street was to
yes.
receiving these cards. But people are looking for things like this.
Yeah, people are. Someone said, "Thank you, April. I will be purchasing for sure gifts for my book club. Perfect gift. I mean,
Oh my
especially books.
gosh.
Yeah,
Yes.
we've had a lot of success to introducing people to a lot of black business owners, from
Yes.
Ron Isley and Candy Isley
Yes.
with their
Yes.
libations, to Amir Horton with his timepieces. I mean, to so many people who've been on here.
Yes.
The young lady last week who she was a black gardener farmer
Unbelievable.
started in COVID. We are resilient people.
Yep.
We have called it the hustle, but we are hustling for better and to create great products that come out. It's for a lot of
Absolutely.
people, it's a dream that's come true. And it's, finding your peace births creativity, births something new in the world.
You know, I think this is a moment where we
Mhm.
have to really be mindful of how we spend our energy. And for me, that was, I mentioned to you, I think one of the things that was in the information that I shared with you is that 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, right? 2 young kids, a full-time job. I'm a single mom, all of this going on. And let me tell you, a blessing to stop and think, what is it with this space that I've been given, on earth? What is it that I
Taking up
want to do?
space.
How do I want to take up space in a way that feels good to my
Mhm.
soul, in a way that feeds the people around me, in a way that gives breath and life to, in a way that I'm not sucking from earth. Do you know what I mean? I'm
Yes,
giving
most
back and
definitely.
I'm giving. Yeah. Um, and I guess on that note, I would also say that's part of what, and I want to have the opportunity to say this to you publicly. Every day that you go into the storm, you're doing it as your job, but you're doing it for all of us. Every day that I go into the classroom as a professor, I'm trying to stomp out knowledge so that the world is better for all of us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
That's real. And, I want to thank you for your contribution to taking up space and to bringing joy. I mean, just looking at your creativity brings my heart joy.
Oh,
And
thank
thank you. And thank you. No, seriously, because I'm that person. I have always tried to support our own. And
you.
I've always bought black. People will tell you I support women and I support
Yep.
black. I'm not into caddy. I'm not into all of that stuff.
Yep.
I
Yep.
support. But and someone from South Africa is here. Hello, hello. Thank you
Oh,
for joining. Yeah.
hi.
So, but the bottom line is this moment is meant to lift up people who are not in those stores. So you don't have to go to those stores. We got
Oh,
people for you in every facet from everything. So
absolutely.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
the vineyard, I mean, the vineyard is, just like everywhere else, it's struggling because times are hard.
Yes,
The
it is. Yeah.
tariffs are hitting people. We're going to
Mm-hmm.
start feeling the
Mm-hmm.
pinch. It's going to be more to travel. It's going to be more. So we do have to be very, very mindful of how we spend our dollars, how we spend our time, how we invest our
But it's
energy.
not just the vineyard, it's any space because
Yep.
our money is getting tighter.
Yep.
Think about this. I thought about this. My hairdressers, one of them has people still coming, another one, federal employees, because we're in the Maryland area, and they're like,
Yeah.
I'm feeling the pinch, and that
Yep.
pinch, if they're being pinched, people are being pinched everywhere. And then
Yep.
if we go in the grocery stores, I just did a story on this, guys, going into the grocery stores. We are starting to see emptying of
Oh,
shelves.
yes.
And hey, Amir, yeah, so we're starting to see the emptying of shelves.
Yep.
And they're saying, Mark Moriel from the National Urban League said, look, get your essentials now.
Hmm.
Because he even said toilet paper is
Yep.
made from a tree in Canada, a certain
Yes.
type of tree in Canada.
Yep.
That's toilet paper. So your toilet paper will be tariffed. Um, I don't know. This is a different time that we've seen
It
before.
is. It is. It
And
is.
this is where we come to circulate amongst ourselves
Yep.
and help one another. Yeah.
Thinking about how this funnels down, this year for all the stores that carry my cards, I did not want to increase my wholesale prices.
Oh,
But,
wow.
the price of paper has gone up. Like you can decide,
Wood,
well,
wood.
everything. And so it does affect it affects the mom and pop. It affects
Yeah.
you and I going to the supermarket and picking up yogurt or meat, and the
Yes.
choices that we make. Everything is
It's
impacted. Hmm.
cyclical. And
It
for
is.
us, some of the glasses are made in Mexico.
Yeah,
So we gotta, everyone is reassessing in business. So if I'm going to pour my dollars somewhere, I'm going to pour it into quality black owned businesses
that's it.
or someone who supports me, who's
That's
not
it.
anti this,
Yeah.
anti that, because that's
Yes.
important in this moment. And that's one of the reasons why Black Business Mondays came about, because so many
Yeah.
people were like, what do I do? What do I do? Well, I said, you know what? I'm not about boycotting, but I can
Yeah.
tell you where to go,
Yes.
so that's what it
Yes.
is. And that's why we have you here today.
Hmm.
Some of us note cards. I mean, note cards. She doesn't write anything on the inside, but I'm telling you, these things are fire. And I'm just,
You have to write your own notes.
yes. And hold that one up. That's the one where she was nominated. Let me go
Oh,
back to the
this.
homepage. Yeah, that's the one where she was nominated for the International Greeting Card Association. She's a 2025 finalist. That's a big deal. So,
I'm
yeah,
excited about that. I'm excited about, I mean, that when something like that happens, I'm thinking, okay, maybe year 4, it's going to be tough for
yeah,
everybody. And this, April, for Jer, it will be, for all of us, it will be hard because everything, the price of everything
it's
is
going
going to
up.
be impacted. And we're talking about several years of these changes happening. But when little things happen, our conversation today, not the nomination, which is a wonderful thing, seeing you like serving out your time and doing more years than anyone else and killing it still,
Thank you.
it makes a difference. It inspires us to kind of stay in the game.
Yeah.
At different, wherever you are in the game, stay in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And and my husband and I are going to put this up. But we met with Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank
Oh,
last weekend, and we asked him what I said. We don't have an evaluation yet. We're not doing all of that yet.
yes.
People keep saying how beautiful your cards are, and Amir, listen to this. I said we don't have an evaluation yet. I said, but what would you recommend? He said, sell, 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 and he said, product, product. So we are, in times like this, you've got to shift. And we're
Yeah.
also now, people loved our room fragrances. We are,
Oh,
because we used to do, well, we're still doing it, but we used to just do essential oil room fragrances. But now that Lily that you love, we can put
yes.
it in a room spray and it smells just like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're doing it. Yeah, we're shifting for the time.
And you
And
have to, in thinking about being intentional with your dollars, there was so much more satisfaction that I got going into Sideline on Martha's Vineyard and being with India and smelling all of your scents and picking one out and knowing that my dollars were being spent towards a Black business. I'm perfectly happy to go to, Home Goods, but there was something about the experience of knowing, the story behind what I was supporting that made the
yeah,
shopping just feel really different for me. It
right.
really did. Just like when you go into a small
Yeah,
bookstore.
yeah, and like with you to hear that Mia Horton says, I have my Jer candle lit now. Someone asked me what's the name of the candle. It's jarecandles.com.
Yes.
Jare candles.com. All right, you're doing all right. She's doing it. She's
I'm
doing
your Vanna White.
no, you're a band of black. Okay, she's doing
Yeah,
so
exactly.
she's doing a display for us. But no, jarecandles.com. Yeah, it's every and that's what brings you in. And this conversation is not just for us selling, but
No,
also to the people who are you there? Uh-oh, I lost you.
no,
You there?
I can hear
Okay.
you.
Okay, yeah, you
I dipped
you
out.
recycle. Yeah, you dipped out for a minute. But no, these conversations are not just to sell the products, but
No,
also give inspiration for people who are looking to do the same thing. Because you can build a brand, but you have to people why you're building a brand.
yes,
It's out of
yes.
grief. It's out of the grief of my mother. And your story is amazing.
And I am not a business person, right? I have no background in business whatsoever. I just know that I like cards. That's all I knew. I like cards.
But you're making a profit
Yes,
though, correct?
yes, yes. But I found a business, the wonderful Stephanie Wolf in Oak Bluffs. She has a beautiful jewelry shop, woman owned,
Hmm.
and she became my mentor and taught me a lot about figuring out pricing. Listen, every single one of my cards, and talk about different price points, because I've been following, Black Business Mondays, and you have different price points.
Yes.
Every card is $5, which is less than a Hallmark card. They're not priced differently. Everything is the same price.
Wow.
Um,
But
and
what if you
so
use a more expensive paint or an ink? It's still the same?
still the same. It's still
Okay.
the same because it was very, very important to me that everybody be able to have access to this. Is my goal is to make sure everybody can have access to these images. You can take
Wow.
this and frame it and put it on your bathroom wall. You can
Yes, you
take it
can.
and write a note to a friend. And I actually have friends who have them framed in their houses, because some of them are nice frameable images. You can do whatever you want to do with it, but they're all priced the same. One of the
Hmm.
ones I didn't share with you was I love this.
Why is
I
that
did
breaking up?
this.
That one's breaking
Oh,
up. I can't see.
can't
Let me
see
see.
it.
No, no, no. It's pixelated. Your Wi-Fi. Let me
I'm
see.
I'm going to
Okay.
take it out of the packaging.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the
Yeah.
glare.
Yeah.
So I did one card for Mental Health Awareness Month for
Wow.
women, and it is a reminder that we have to breathe. And it says breathe on the front.
Let me see. It's still pixelated, but I'm gonna go in here, guys. If you're on the website, let's go breathe. I'm looking
Okay.
for it. I'm
And the reason I'm sharing this with you is this card actually comes packaged with a bookmark.
wow,
Um, again, at the same price point as everything else.
and that's a bookmark. Yeah, with it. Okay,
Yes, it's a
that's
bookmark.
cool.
And it just has a little, all of my cards, or most of them, have little affirmations on the back. And it just has a little affirmation and a reminder that wherever you are, you can take time, you can pause, take a deep breath, and you will be okay. And I wanted every one of the cards, including the Take Up Space card, to give women a sense of permission to
Yeah,
show up and to have that reminder on the back saying, this is your permission slip to take up space. This is your permission slip to breathe.
yeah. I love the card. Take up space. I love the one. Writing is resistance. I love the Martha's Vineyard card. Yes, writing is resistance. I love all of it. The books, the banned books, all the cards. They're beautiful. Black owned. Audrey is something. I mean, some of us know cards. She's in a lot of stores and counting, okay? 3 years in, award winning, well, award nominated. We're going to claim the winning. And she is not in a brick and mortar. She's doing this from her own home. She's got a lot going on, got a full time job, got a whole life going on, but she's finding a way, right? She's finding her way. Um, to find her peace. And this is her peace by being creative,
Yes,
taking up space. And someone says, I love that they have affirmations. Yes, that's the
yes,
key to it. Hello, Georgia, my friend Georgia Godfrey. How are you, girl? But these, Black business, this is Black Business Monday in the midst of Small Business Week.
yes.
And I'm just so proud of you. I'm so glad we got you on.
I'm so
You
glad to
know,
be here with you.
and I can't wait to meet you. I hope to see you sometime. I'm gonna be up there in the beginning of
I'll
August.
see
So
you on the vineyard.
yes. Well, guys, again, I need you to go online. Some of us notecards.com.
Some of us
Some of us notecards.
cards.com.
Some of us cards.com. It's
Yes,
pinned down here. Some of us cards.com. And then she's also on Etsy. It takes you to her Etsy shop. And please,
yes,
support. Again, Black Business Mondays is an attempt to help you find businesses that look like us and support us versus having to give your money to people who don't want anything to do with you, who don't want DEI in the store, who don't want to even support Black owned businesses in the
yep,
store anymore.
that's right.
Because there are programs called these programs is accelerator programs, the Black Business
Yes,
Accelerator programs. Those programs are over.
done,
Black business programs are
gone.
over
Yep,
after the DEI. It's not just the fact that those black products on the back shelves now. The programs to bring our businesses are
that's
over. So this is a
right.
platform to highlight black owned business. And Audrey with someofuscards.com was part of it today. Please support her. The cards are amazing. They're all at one price, $5. And
Yes. And we're on Instagram as well. Follow us at
yes, you
some of us
are.
cards.
That's how we've been
Yes.
connecting on Instagram. So,
Yes.
guys, thank you for joining us for Black Business Monday in the midst of Small Business Week.
Yes.
And thank you for supporting Audrey. JareCandles.com. This has been brought to you by Jare Candles. Yes, Lily. She's got the Lily fragrance. Thank you for loving it. We do what we can. And on that note, I got to get back to my regular job.
Go get it, girl. Represent us. Good to see you,
Amen.
April. Have a good
Thank you,
afternoon,
Audrey. Yes,
everyone.
be well.
Okay.
Bye, everyone. Happy Small
Bye
Business Week.
bye.
Bye bye. Kimmy, go get her card. This was great. Go get her cards, Kimmy, and go get my Jare candles. Guys, be good. Talk to you later. Bye. Happy Monday. Don't hurt anybody out there. Bye bye.